We're live. Hello, it's Bob and VP from the
What up?
Adventures
What
of
up?
VP. How are you guys? I hope you guys are having a good day. We've been talking about going out to eat. I'm hearing some echo.
Yeah. I turned it down.
Yeah.
My
Oh,
bad.
good. It's all right. I've been having so many audio problems. I'm thinking, oh, there I go. I'm 1 minute into the broadcast, and I'm already Mr. Technical. All right, let's see who we have in the chat already. Hello, Tony Ant. How are you? Katrina, what's going on? Katrina's a great mod. Thank you for showing up, Katrina. We love you. And we were just talking before we got on about food, basically. VP was at Sanaa and enjoying the bread service and a burger. Hey, Katrina. And I had a great burger yesterday with Walt from Now's Talk and James Ryan at the Edison at Disney Springs. But I got a little ill after that last night. And I know they both got a medium well, and I got a medium rare. And so I would definitely, if you were to go and get the $25 Edison burger, I would definitely get it, medium and more.
A little
Not,
more cooked.
yeah. It was a tough night for me.
What up, Tony? What up, Katrina? Awesome, Mel.
Hey,
Alyssa, how's it
guys.
going?
What's up? Alyssa Stenberg, how are you? Welcome. Hey, there's Walt. What's up, Walt?
What up,
Hey,
Walt?
Walt, I loved that burger last night, but I should have got it cooked more like you guys did because I was pretty sick last night. Oh my gosh. Such a good burger. But ooh.
I was telling Walt the burger for lunch at Sanaa was really good. It has a good goat cheese topping on it.
Right. Krista Knoxville, how are you? Orlando Adventures, how are you? Nice to see you guys. Oh, there's Orlando Adventures. Sorry, Katrina. Hey, Bob. Hope you and VP are we're having a great day. We're
Yeah, today
playing.
was fantastic.
We're playing with the purple background, and doesn't VP have the greatest artwork? Look at that. I'm probably going to ask him where he got that made because he's got the Infinity Stones and.
I actually just reached out to him again today to get another one made so I can have one with my wife and my daughter added to it.
Oh, nice. Okay, who?
It's a buddy that I met at church when he lived here in the U.S. And now he lives in France.
Really?
Yep.
It's a good likeness.
He actually he does fantastic artwork. If you guys looked at the video for my wife's birthday that I did back in May, there's a blanket and it's a scene from Up, and my son had commissioned him to do it, and so he drew myself and my wife in place of Carl and Ellie in that scene and added our late dog Doug in the bottom of it.
Aww.
And he does great artwork. He actually posted a picture that he did on his Instagram the other day. It was from The Mandalorian, and so he has Cara Dune, Mandalorian, and the child. And the actress, Gina Carano, she posted, she gave him a shout out and posted that on her story. So he was like on cloud nine yesterday.
Oh, wow. That's great. I'm just going to say hi to Walt at Mouse Talk. Loved meeting you in person last night and having dinner. Happy Thanksgiving to you and all of yours. And prayers are going out from my wife and I, and probably
Definitely.
from everybody else in the community. We know what your wife's dad is going through, and you're part of our family, so it's one step removed. We're with you, buddy. And that was such an enjoyable talk we had last night. I can't tell you how much I enjoyed that. I was waiting forever to do that. Basically, I kept offering to take him out to dinner, like on the air, over and over and over and over. And then my wife looked at me and said, "You're unemployed from Disney. You can't afford to take anybody out." And I stopped. And then somebody else cheated Walt and I last night, Jim Ryan. So that's interesting.
Very nice.
Very interesting. Hey, Lori Jean Carlson, how are you? She's another great mod.
What up, Lori Jean?
Hey, Disinfinity, another great mod. How are you, young man? We were bragging on you last night at dinner, Jim Ryan and Walt. We were all talking about how great of a mod this young man is, and you've really been showing us the ropes about how the energy can. You might not be as experienced and as old as Jim Ryan, but you're doing a great job, man. You're right on top of it. And Jim's not old. He's just old like me. So we're kind of, we're like grandpas. Okay, what was that? Thank you, Bob. Last night was great. Must do it again. Yes. And the next time we were talking about, hey, Bob, what do you see for the future of your channel and everything? And all I had was a lot of I don't knows. So I'll have those answers next time when you quiz me, Walt. Okay. Hi, Wild Bud Fox. How are you? What's going on? All right. So.
What up, Candy Mom? How's it going?
Oh, she's here. She showed up. Oh, there she is right there. Hit the like. Thank you so much. Candy Mom is great.
Yes.
I love Candy Mom's sense of humor. There's never been a time when I've been on the Mickey Bunch where Candy Mom hasn't popped in. And I don't know, where is that she's at? Is that her own kitchen or is that like a coffee shop or something? When she gets on and she starts making jokes, it's like a slate, like a board behind her or something. But she's a crack up, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Look at all these mods, LOL. Yeah. Hey, what's wrong with all these mods? I can't walk and chew gum at the same time. They've got to say hello to people. Notice how I just highlight people? Okay, all right. So let's start talking to VP. VP and I get a chance to talk a lot, but so let's see. Tell us about. Oh, there you go. Bob follows the colors. It's like paint by number.
That's what they did to the castle this year.
There you go. One of the things that I've really started to enjoy about, we're on episode 14 of this. Besides meeting people, that's how I met you through the Mickey Bunch, is I find out these interesting little details when we just start BSing just about ourselves. Like Disney Dan is a Latin teacher, that Meg just got a master's in counseling and kind of is doing the same thing that I used to do. And so I love just talking about for as much as you want to say, when I got on spilling the tea with Kelly, I just clammed up totally. It took me, and then I had to get past that to go, wait a second, I'm okay with talking about that. But tell us about yourself, whatever you want to tell us. Well, do you want to tell us your name besides VP?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, so my name is Sean.
Right.
VP.
I saw that for the first time in your email.
VP came about because at work, actually, it was given to me at work years ago. And it, by the way, Bob, it's with a U. SHAUN.
Shoot. Darn it.
But that's fine. That's the Irish way, I guess, right?
It is.
So what up, Kelly? How's it going?
Oh, is Kelly here?
Yep, Kelly came in.
Hey, Kelly, what's up?
People basically were too lazy to say my last name because there was two Seans, me and another one who worked together. And since we were always together, they would say hello or say Sean, and we would both turn around, and they started calling us by our last names, and then they got tired of saying my whole last name because my whole last name is Valdez Pages. And so they just started calling me VP. And since then, for literally the last, I don't know, probably 13 years at work, at least, it's been VP. And then I figured when I started this YouTube thing, I was like, I don't need a different name. I already have VP, and so let's roll with that.
It's a good moniker. I like it, actually, and it's nice and short.
Yeah. What's weird though is that I'm used to people at work, right? So in a certain setting, if you say VP, I'll look and I'll respond. I've been getting used to when I'm at Disney, that's another area, that's another place now where if I hear VP, I need to look. Because there was one day I was live streaming and the Rainwaters were there. And so Timothy put in the chat, he's like, hey, you were behind us on Haunted Mansion. I was like, you should have said hello. Next time you see me, come say hello. And so I'm walking down, Frontierland, and I heard VP, but I really didn't pay attention to it. I was like, almost like, did you really hear that? Because I had never been, up until that point, I hadn't been recognized in the park yet.
Right.
And so he called me again, and I turned around, and then we talked, and I met him and his daughters. So that was awesome. And I appreciate that. The artwork. So you mentioned earlier about likeness. Right. I sent him a picture, and the picture that I sent him almost looks identical to that, other than that being a cartoon version. Right. I didn't give him any direction really as far as what I was looking for as far as font, colors, anything like that. The Infinity Gauntlet I did because my kids, I guess it's been several years now, they started calling me Papi Thanos. So, and so since then, like, I have, like, I don't know, 6 different Infinity Gauntlets in my house. I have a couple different Thanos statues. I have almost every Thanos Funko Pop. So it's really taken on, like, this whole life of its own. So I channel my inner Papi Thanos when I do my YouTube channel. My favorite gauntlet that I have right now is probably, I have a silicone oven mitt.
Really?
That's an Infinity Gauntlet. And then I have a really cool one that Kelly was with me when I picked it up. What up, Josh?
And hey, Josh, what's up? Hey, Jeffrey Resendez.
What up, Jeffrey? It's at the top up there. I have a Infinity Gauntlet ornament.
Oh, really?
And it lights up. So that's pretty cool.
Very good. I like the first time I saw that artwork, I thought, wow, Infinity Gauntlet. It really is a good likeness of him. The Adventures with VP on top is reminiscent of, this is what really got my attention, Raiders of the Lost Ark, with the way the colors go through and I thought, I like that idea. I'm kind of a cartoon character. I could see doing this.
I have, because, you always see like these gamers and stuff, and they have this same similar style artwork. And I wanted something that had my likeness, but wasn't too cartoony, I guess. Mm-hmm. And so this was good, but I want to, now that my wife and my daughter have, really gotten more into the mix of wanting to be on the channel and stuff like that, I want to have an alternative logo that has the 3 of us on it.
That's kind of cool.
But
hey, Arlene, we were just talking about you and your magic gravy that you can never exactly make the same, but it is magical. No one knows about it. And then oh no, it's not magical gravy. It's magical marinade. And then you wrap the turkey in banana leaves, and it's very moist. And we were just going through that whole thing. So don't let us distract you with our idiocy, because, get the turkey right.
Yeah. No, it's, so this year, I put it this way. Everybody loves her turkey so much. There's never any leftovers. So you know how usually after Thanksgiving you can have turkey sandwiches for a couple days or just eat the turkey? Yeah, not with hers. It's gone.
Am I going to have to barge in and like break into your?
Well,
you forgot you invited me. I'm here.
Well, this year, I told her, because I've told her for the last couple of years, I'm like, I'm tired of not having leftovers. So I said, I need 2 this year. So this year we have 2 turkeys.
That's nice. That's nice. Yeah, it seems that the older I get, the less leftovers there are, but we actually have less people coming each year.
Okay.
Interesting. Well, okay, so we got your real name.
Yep.
When and how did you get involved with? I mean, I know we've talked about this a little bit, but when did you start up a YouTube channel? How did that start, and how did that lead up until me saying, "Hey, who's the guy with the big beard up on top of me in the Brady Bunch configuration at the Mickey Bunch?"
Well, several years ago, probably about, I guess now about a decade ago, I started a YouTube channel, and I played around with it because back then there wasn't a whole lot going on with a bunch of people. In general, forget Disney or anything. There just wasn't a lot going on. And so I played around with it. And I uploaded some stupid videos. Like I have one of me from like, I think it was when Mylene was probably 4. So probably 12 years ago now, where when the Nickelodeon Hotel was around, I volunteered with the family that got selected to be in one of the Nickelodeon shows
Right.
at the hotel, and I filled in for the wife because she was going to take care of an infant. So I ended up being Mama Chicken. And so I have that video uploaded on a completely separate channel. And I've thought about getting it and putting it up and like, hey, here's one of my very first videos that I put up. And then, I've always, so I work for a mobility company. I have for the last couple decades. And so I grew up around it. So I've always been around technology and cellular. And so I used to walk around Universal and stuff, and I would vlog on my phone, but I never did anything with it. And the main reason I didn't do anything with it back then, and this was about 8 years ago, was because my family was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I don't know. I'm just walking around talking and doing something while y'all are doing." And they were like, "Why are you doing that?" And so I got discouraged, and I was like, "All right, I guess this is not something I'm gonna do." And I stopped. I didn't do anything. So fast forward to 2020, I said, well, actually in 2019, late 2019, I made the decision I'm going to make a YouTube channel. And we had started going to Disney a lot again, the end of 2019. I had just started watching a few vloggers in 2019, like Prince Charming Dev, and Paige and Mr. Morrow. And so when I saw them, I was like, yeah, that's what I wanted to do, and I never did it. So I was like, this time I'm at a point in my life where I don't care what anyone says. I'm going to do what I want to do, and if somebody doesn't like it, I don't care. It's fun for me. And the real motivation this time was, our kids are getting older. They're getting to the point where they have kids. So my wife and I are going to be grandparents. And so I wanted a way that documents the family, and to leave a legacy. And that was the main thing. All this other stuff that I now do was definitely not like when I first started. That's not what I thought of. I thought of, I'm just going to record what we're doing, and then it's going to be there kind of like home videos. All the lives that I do now, going live in the parks, doing vlogs where I'm doing informational stuff, that just has been something that's evolved. And like today, my wife and I, after lunch, we went to Magic Kingdom for a couple hours, and we helped a family that was lost. Like they got to the transportation and ticket center by taxi, and they were standing in front of the sign that said monorail for the Magic Kingdom. And they were like, why are we here? Like they didn't know where they were. They were like, why did the Why did the taxi drop us off here? So I'm looking at them, and you could tell English wasn't their first language. So I was telling my wife, ask them if they need some help. And then I saw the little girl, because the parents had just walked away to a cast member. And I was like, do you guys need help? And they were like, yeah, we don't know where we're at, why we're here. Like, why are we not at the entrance? And I said, yeah, this is the only park that's like that. Help them out. I was like, you get on the monorail or ferry, and then you go over there. This is where you buy your tickets. And they were like, oh, okay. So.
Interesting. Yeah.
What up, Jonathan?
I'd like to see that chicken video, actually. We've got about 10 comments about that. Arlene said that the first time she saw that, she almost peed her pants. So
I'll tell you what. I'll see if I can find it while we're on here, and then we'll play it.
Oh, no.
Nobody has seen this video.
Kelly, we got to have him show that video on the Mickey Bunch. It'll be funnier than that day when you mistook a puppet for a person. Remember? So,
Bob, it actually didn't take me very long. I found it.
You found it? Oh,
yeah.
My gosh.
You want me to play it?
Play it.
All right, hold on.
Oh, no.
Oops, my mouse doesn't like that.
All right, this is the famous chicken video. Ooh, here it is.
All right, so I'll put it full screen.
First up are the captains of the Red Crew. I need you to tell everybody your first names.
Joanne. Maisha.
Gordon. Give it up. Their way into the theater.
Where's
We're
Daddy?
Also bringing out bins of Nickelodeon chicken eggs. When I say go, these kids, they're going to take the eggs, they're going to hand them to you. As an audience, it's your job to move the eggs chair by chair and row by row until the eggs get to the front. When the eggs are in the front row, these adults are going to grab the eggs and hand them off to the stage where they're going to be hatched by the fourth member of our family. Here come the mama chickens!
Oh my God! Oh my God! No!
Welcome aboard, Judy.
Oh my God!
This must be a rooster or something. You're not a chicken. What's your name? Sean. Sean and Judy, listen up. I'm going to recap how this works. I'm going to say go. When I say go, the kids are going to hand out the eggs. If you want Judy to win Red Team, you need to move the eggs fast and furious.
And so they're passing balloons.
You know this is gonna go on YouTube.
They're passing balloons that are filled with water.
Get set, go! Start the eggs on the side, go to the side. They're going to come in first. Pass it down, pass it down. You can come right here, Judy. She's going to hand you the eggs. You got to hatch it. Whichever team goes, it's got to go on the front. It's got to go through the front row. She's not listening. All right, now you can get it. Pass it up. Red team and blue team working in and Steven to get these eggs hatched. All right, we're going to have the blue team. You've got to slash it. There you go. Run that ball up this side.
That's the mama chicken video.
Candy Mom wants to know if you can still feel the pops.
That was a fun weekend with the kids.
I see that. And so what year was that now?
That was probably Mylene was she was either 4 or 5, so we're talking 2008, 2009.
2008.
So
I think this was the highlight of the 14 interview shows that I've done now. People are going to be talking about this forever.
yeah, I just Bob, hindsight's always 2020, right?
Yeah, that's what they say.
Yeah. I look back and I'm like, had I just continued what I started then and not got discouraged, where would I be today?
You would have a wacky and wild show like the Gong Show right now.
Yeah.
And you'd be wearing a paper bag over your
I'd be,
You probably have 1 million subscribers.
yeah. Seriously though, like, I mean, it's crazy how things, don't get discouraged. Do what you want to do.
Interesting. All right, so my dog's right here with me, and I taught him how to understand English last night, and he's right here with me. Oh, come here. You want to listen to VP? Come here. Come here. Hold on. Okay. All right, there he is. Okay, you got to look over there. Okay, so explain to Oliver about your channel. What's your channel all about?
My channel's all about doing things with us. I don't want you to look at my channel and think that you're just watching somebody else go through these things, which is why it's Adventures with VP. I want you to come along with us and be in the moment with us. That's why I started doing the lives, because it was a way to interact with the chat and have some fun, and really it's mainly Disney, but that's just because that's the main thing that we're fortunate enough to live in Central Florida. And so that's what we do. We go to Disney. That's our mental health break, so to say,
Right.
One thing I like to say is that Walt has done more for mental health than anyone else.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Because she can't blackmail me. I'm okay with that video.
I totally agree with that, and that's Disney was totally when I was working in psych and working in some high intensity type stuff. I would either come down here or I would watch other YouTubers walking around the park until I could get down here. Then it got to the point where, I was a platinum pass holder and I was coming down here so much. It's like, why don't you just live there? It's like, okay. But
yeah, it's a way for us to have fun. We've thought about some other things to come on, but really at the end of the day, it's about just having some fun with us and really just having, like I said earlier, leaving that legacy for the future generations. I know there's some other things. There's some other things that we're going to do with the channel that will be private. But you know how a lot of people, they don't take the opportunity, and my wife and I talked about it, but we're going to do something for our family, and that is we're going to ask our parents if they will allow us to interview them and then keep those videos private.
That's great.
And so that's something that's able to be left there,
Yeah, that's a really good idea. How you have children, right?
Yeah, I have 3. So I have I have 2 sons and a daughter. My oldest is 25. I have a 20-year-old, and then my daughter is 16.
Okay, it should be interesting. Are your parents still alive?
Yep.
Should be interesting to be able to, like you said, talk to them, and then you know how it is when you're growing up. When your kids are like 40 years old, they can look at those videos and go, "Wow, that was them." Now it means more. They understand what it is to be 40-year-old adult.
Yeah, I'm going to. I actually have my grandparents are still alive as well, so I'll be asking them as well.
Wow, that's great. Wow. Really, I gotta say that I really did love that chicken video. I can't get over that.
What up, Strive to Do Better?
What's up, Strive to Do Better? How are you? Okay, so
You know how there's personality types? Have you ever heard of bird types?
Bird types. I don't.
Yeah, like as far
I
as
don't know
personality.
that I have. No. What's a bird type?
So there's eagles, there's peacocks, there's doves, and there are owls. And so based on how your personality is, you fall into one of those four categories. So an owl is someone who's like looks at the numbers and the data and very analytical. A dove is someone who all their decisions are based off of feelings, like they're very loving and caring, nurturing. An eagle is that go-getter, very direct, like, you know. And then a peacock is someone who likes the attention, is the center of attention. And it's funny because I'm pretty close to the middle, so I can flex to either one of those depending on the situation.
Right.
But I look at everything and it's like, I guess I am a peacock a lot of the time. But I guess if you have a YouTube channel, you kind of have to be. I mean, otherwise at least if you're on it and your video, you know, your face is part of it. If you're behind the scenes, then you can be an owl all day long, you know. But
Meg and I from Mickey's Magic were talking about that the other day. That she basically, I guess, thinks of herself as an ostrich, sort of. You know, when people ask her about her, hey, I think I saw you on YouTube? She denies that she has a channel. And she doesn't want to cross over as a counselor. She doesn't want to cross over from Disney YouTube to that and clients and stuff like that. But then when she is doing her, you know, her videos and she's like looking at her own red hair and her ears and stuff, that is kind of more peacock-like. And it's kind of a schism, you know, a split between the two. And we were joking because I said, yeah, I'm like the ostrich, and then I get a big mug of black coffee, and then you throw me in front of the monitor here, and I'm like, free.
I mean,
so I'm hidden. I'm a hidden peacock, but it is weird when you're in the park. And
yeah, but you're the same.
I've only got 500 subscribers, and so when somebody like recognizes me, I'm like, "What?"
Well, trust me, I'm smaller than you still, and so like the first time it happened, I was like, "This is cool," but it's awkward at the same time. It's definitely something that you have to get used to. The thing that I'm still getting used to is saying hello to other YouTubers as I see them in the park.
Oh yeah.
You know, if they're live, I'll leave them alone. You know, I don't want to interrupt their live unless they want to talk. But unless you're familiar with that person, you don't know what their style is. You know.
Yeah. Well, you know, I guess what a lot of people don't realize is, and I realize it because I have a terrible attention span. I always joke about not being able to walk and chew gum at the same time, like talking to you right now and talking to the chat. So people don't realize a lot of times you could be in the park streaming yourself. You've got an umbrella in this hand. You've got a gimbal in this hand. You're trying to look at the stream through the water and through the glare and not bump into the guy with social distancing in front of you. And all this stuff is going on, and it's a little hard to, when you talk to another YouTuber, he's doing or she's doing all of those things, and it's really, you know, it's like work. They're going to work, you know, it's fun, but they're going to work, and they're kind of like,
to do a good stream, it is work. I mean,
it is.
Yeah.
And they say hi to you, but then, you know, sometimes it feels a little standoffish, but then you know what happens? Like I'll meet you, right? And I'll go, oh, look, he's got a gimbal. Hey, let me say hi. And we like stream each other for a minute. One stop, what? Adventures of who? And then one of us gets back to the other later and it's like, hey, sorry, I was really in a rush. I was trying to do these rides, but it was really nice meeting you, you know, and then you kind of establish a relationship later.
Yeah.
So I kind of like that. And just about, I get a little pushy too. I make it a point because I used to be a counselor. I make it a point. It's like I'm making eye contact with you, even though you're a channel I've never heard of. And I'm going to say hi to you. So, all right. Okay. Is your channel unique? Schedule and shows. It's the yellow one. All right. So, format. What does your schedule kind of look like now?
Well, it just got turned up on its head a couple months ago because of work. I went from working mornings to working evenings, and so I used to be able to go to the park after work and stream even for a couple hours. Now, I'm lucky if I get to the park on my day off, and when it's my day off, I haven't done a live stream in a while yet. So right now, my schedule is all messed up. I'm hoping beginning of the year, come end of January, I hope to be able to get back to a morning schedule so that I can get back to going to the parks more frequently. Because right now it's a challenge, and I found that what I want to do, because I still want to get content and do content, so I've been doing more vlogs recently. I've also done. What up, Viapri? How's it going?
Hey, Viapri. How are you, Ed and Mindy? Thank you for showing up and saying hi.
We love Ed and Mindy.
Oh, they're cool.
We've met them a couple times. They came to Disney Springs one day when they came up, and I messaged them on Instagram, and I was telling them a place to go eat, and I was telling them how I just got off of work, and they were like, well, if you guys come down here, we'll wait to eat if you guys want to come. And so we went. I came home, picked up my wife, and we drove down there and had dinner with them. That was awesome. And we've been getting to know Ed and Mindy more, so that's awesome. Love those guys. But it's really no schedule for me right now. I mean, I have DVC Morning Live has been on Tuesdays. Right now it's on a little hiatus, so I haven't been doing it. And then I have Taco Tuesday at 10:30 on the Adventures of Gonzo. Mm-hmm. And then on Saturday nights at 10:30 Eastern time as well on the Adventures of Gonzo. Him and I do a late night with Powell show. So it's been, Gonzo's helped me out a lot. He introduced me to a bunch of other people. That's how I got introduced to Kelly from the Mickey Bunch and Your Pal Al and so many other people, and then through them I've met you and Viapri and Walt and Melissa from Mouse Talk, and it's been cool. And then other people meet you, and then the ones that are there supporting you a lot, like James Ryan. He's one of my mods now, and so I made it a point. I heard he was in town, so the other day I had a reservation for Magic Kingdom, and so he was there, and
you chased him down.
My wife and I made it a point that we're gonna go meet him, because one thing that we want to do is we want to meet all the different YouTubers that we talk to all the time, or talk to even on lives on YouTube, but our mods too, everyone who supports us. We want to be able to document, take pictures, and say hello, get to physically meet, not just virtually,
Right. Yeah, I've been meeting a lot of people virtually like this, but man, Walt from Mouse Talk was my very first interview, and I just met him last night. But it's so strange. I feel like he lives next door, and I see him every day. But it was really interesting. I met Arlene on Facebook on a Disney group, and then came all of you. They are awesome people, aren't they? It's almost unreal. Every time I meet somebody, like Ed and Mindy the other day, they're so nice. I love this community. They're crazy nice.
Yeah, definitely.
And the Mickey Bunch and you, I love doing that.
Big time.
When you can hear me.
Now, sometimes when we don't hear you, it's better. What up, Eddie? How's it going?
All right, I'm not going to go there.
By the way, I had a corn dog the other day.
Very nice. Very nice. All right. Let me do something that I don't do enough of, and that is, let me ask you guys, if you're liking this fantastic chicken-like conversation, please hit the like button. And please go and subscribe if you're like the calamity that's going on here to One Stop Mouse, my channel, and The Adventures with VP and his cool artwork. And I love corn dogs. Awesome, Mel. Oh, yeah. He's talking about what is it called again? The Little Red Cart hot dog?
Well, in California, in Disneyland,
Right.
it's called the Little Red Wagon corn
Wagon.
dog.
Right,
And
right.
now they brought, they don't call it that here, but at Sleepy Hollow they have the same
Ready.
they have the same exact corn dog, hand dipped and
Yep.
fried right there. It's so good you don't need any condiments.
No. Okay, I was going on and on and on about this, but my audio was cutting in and out, and condiments didn't sound like condiments. That's all I'm going to say. And people were like, what is he saying? Yeah, very, very good. So
Always a good time with Bob.
So right now it's Taco Tuesdays. I know you're on The Adventures with Gonzo every late on Saturday nights, right?
Yep.
And then is the DVC show not
I have
regularly programmed?
It normally is, but the last couple weeks work's been really stressful, so I've been taking the Tuesdays off right now.
Right.
And Kelly from the Mickey Bunch is my co-host on that show.
Oh, cool.
And so I was going to end it. I actually told Kelly, I was like, hey, I'm about to stop this. And right after I told her that, several people who didn't know I said that reached out to me and were like, I really like your DVC show. And I was like, oh, so then I thought to myself, do I continue it? I don't know. So we'll have to see what happens. I know that one thing that I want to do, and it's actually something that my wife and I have been tossing back and forth. We're creatively coming up with ideas right now. But my wife and I may, and I'm not going to say it just yet.
Maybe. What is it? A secret?
No. She was gonna go blend, and so she wanted to make sure that she wasn't making too much noise. Sorry.
Hey, Mark from Memphis. Thanks for joining us.
So what up, Mar? It's one of the things that we want to do is a show similar to this, where we interview people and have fun with people. So, but it's going to be her and I together, which will be fun.
I actually think that would be really a great idea, because when Gonzo, who didn't show up for my interview on The Adventures of Gonzo, it was a different dynamic and it was a little bit of a surprise, but it was VP and his wife Arlene, and she's so cute. She's so funny. And it was great. It was very welcoming, and it was a good dynamic. So I could see that being very promising to do that. I was so proud of Arlene during her. I didn't see the whole thing. I was in Disney Springs last night. I caught a little bit in the garage. So how did that all end up?
Everyone did a fantastic job. My daughter Mylene actually won.
Did she really?
Yeah.
Okay, so she was a novice, not a pro, right?
So my wife Steve from Steve World,
Right.
and my daughter Mylene, they were all the novices. That was only the second time my daughter had ever made ears. The first time was a practice within the last week, and so she did fantastic. It was great. It was a great stream. It's for a good cause. If you guys didn't see it on Mickey's Magic, you can catch the replay, and then there is a auction going on where you will be able to purchase the ears that were made, and all the proceeds are going to be donated to Give Kids the World. Mm-hmm. And I'll show you Arlene's ears first.
All right. I was about to ask you about the donut ears. So these are Arlene's ears.
Yep. So Arlene made these.
Oh, those are cool.
Yeah, it has Iron Man, Captain America on the front, and then she had a sequence bow with she put a pin of Black Widow.
Oh, very cool.
And then on the back, it has the Hulk, and then a little bit of Captain America there. So I thought she did fantastic. These were Arlene's ears, you know.
Very
and
cool.
then
Very
and
cool.
then
Good job,
my-
Arlene.
And then Mylene made these.
The donut ears. Those are cool. Look at you're welcome. So am I going to get to taste some of this unbelievable turkey wrapped in banana leaves or what?
One stop mouse.
One stop.
What?
What?
We'll have to wait and see, Bob.
Goodbye now. See ya. Can't hear you.
She's like, yes, you're invited.
Okay. All right.
But
Yeah.
that's one of the things that we want to do. I want it's funny because none of you who see my wife now on these different streams and things like that would ever know the struggle it was for the first 6 months for me, because I wanted to devote some time to the YouTube channel. I wanted to try to go live in the park and do different things, and she wanted nothing to do with it. And so when my very first live was awkward because I'm engaging with the people I had in chat, and she's next to me, but she doesn't want to do anything to do with it. And it was a pull of attention, right? So it was like, I want your attention. What are you doing over here? And it wasn't like we can do this together. It's like, that's your thing and I'm not in it. And so it's awesome now because when we're on the same page and we're in one accord together, we do amazing stuff together. And so I'm excited for the future for us.
I'm excited too. I think it's going to be great. It's interesting. My wife is still in that phase that Arlene was in. And if you ever see me at the parks and it looks like there's some lady who's kind of on the edge of the frame and then with curly red hair and then jumps out of the way and it's kind of awkward, that's my wife. She doesn't want any part. I'm not stalking some lady at the park. It's my wife who's here, or you might hear her say, "Bob, you're about to bump into that guy," because I'm looking at the chat and I'm not looking at the lines on the ground. I totally get that. I'm having that issue with kids. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely the one thing I would say is don't get discouraged by it and keep going, because eventually they'll come around, I think, and it's definitely less stressful now than it was at first, but it's cool. I think one of the things that helped was my daughter loves being involved with the YouTube channel. And so one day I had to go to work, and so they did a girls takeover live stream for 4 hours one day. And I asked my wife, and she was like, "No, I'm not doing anything of the sort." And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ask Mylene. And so I said, "Hey, Mylene, you want to do a girls takeover?" And she was like, "Yeah." And then she was so excited. There was 0 chance of Arlene saying no, because she saw how excited Mylene was to do a girls takeover. Arlene said, "Okay, we'll do it." And she reluctantly did, but if you watched the stream, you couldn't tell. What am I doing with this?
What?
Okay.
Nice. Uh-oh. We thought the chicken thing was funny.
hair.
Here we go. Could you flip your beard first, please? I hear you do something.
Yeah, I'll do that when I come back. Hold on. The things I do for my fans.
See? See that? You started it on the Mickey bunch. Now you got to finish it. Oh, no.
There you go.
Nice.
There
Bald
you
guys,
go.
bald guys look funny with ears. I never wear ears. No, my wife keeps trying to get me to wear ears, and I'm like, they'll just slip off my head.
These have to be the most manly mini ears there are.
Stripes. Very
There's an
Christmassy.
elephant.
Very nice.
This is you
Is
say
that,
Christmassy.
no, it's not. It's Animal Kingdom.
It's Jungle Cruise.
That's Jungle Cruise. Jingle Cruise.
Exactly. No,
Jingle
it's
Cruise.
Jungle Cruise.
With the red stripes. And it's
Yes.
not. What? Am I missing
Don't-
something?
To me, they missed the mark on this big time. These do not scream Jungle Cruise to me, but hey, whatever.
I don't know. I if you would have said Jingle Cruise, I would have said, "Oh yeah, I get it."
Yeah, no, I don't. That's so. Minnie's main attraction has been something. This here, Minnie's. Get this out of the way. Minnie's main attraction is something that Disney had planned for 2020,
Right.
and every month they came out with a different theme based on an attraction.
Right.
And November was Jungle Cruise. Next month it's like whatchamacallit? Fireworks and finale.
Right.
So
Interesting. All right, so if my dog ran away now, I can't pick my dog up, and the other dog's bigger, so I'm not going to pick him up. So it's flash forward to November, right before Thanksgiving, 2021. Hopefully
Okay.
hopefully this pandemic stuff has been settled and things are better. But where is your channel sitting at that time? What do you think, if you could predict? Are you thinking about, you said Arlene coming into it, but do you have ideas for other shows, anything specific, or are you kind of like me talking to Walt last night at dinner going, oh.
So there are a few other things. I don't know. There may be a job opportunity that takes me away from Central Florida.
Really?
So that would definitely make lives a bigger part of my channel, and have different scheduled shows. So it really depends on what's going to happen here in the next 6 months, really, to tell you what's going to be like in November of next year. I would say if I stay here in Central Florida, then definitely more live streaming in the park.
Right.
I love doing the live streams in the park. I did a marathon one at Hollywood Studios one day. I
Right.
did open to close.
Yeah.
Yeah. The people who go over 5 hours, shout out to y'all. That y'all can keep that because
Don't do it.
I was sore for 3 days afterwards.
You know how I met Jim Ryan? On opening day of Galaxy's Edge on it was August 31st of last year. Here,
Okay.
I live streamed for 6 hours straight from 4 a.m. till 12 noon. And from the dark and all the crowds, and I literally had a light and everything like under my gimbal, and it was crazy. And especially at that time, they had no shade in Galaxy's Edge at all, no seating. So I'm like crouched down against buildings in the Florida heat, sitting on the ground with the gimbal. And Jim said he got on there and he's like, this guy is crazy. He's like rolling around in the dirt and he's just going on for 6 hours. His wife has left him and gone to the other side of the park. No, BP is right. I say I'm going to do 3 hours, and then they usually go to like 4.5 or something like that. One of the big things is I run out of juice on my phone, after like 3.5, 4 hours. So then you've got the cord and it loses balance, and yeah, that's the deal. Oh, Mouse Hog is back.
I know what you mean. I mean, I have a big old battery pack, and I have a really long cord, and I just keep the
Right.
cord plugged in. But my daughter, who did a fantastic job during the girls' takeover, she is she's really shy, you know, and for her to do that, it's really awesome to see her get out of her shell, you know. And my wife said, as soon as she ended the stream, she said you literally saw her go like this, and then she like shut down. My wife said she didn't talk for hours after that.
Well, here we go. Here's Walt right here. He always does 3 hours and call it a 3-hour tour. That's what I'm doing now, Walt. I aim for 3 hours, knowing that I have such a big mouth, or I want to do one more thing, and it goes 3.5 hours or something, and I still have juice. Yeah,
I find that 3 to 4 hours a good amount.
yeah. I'll always do 3 hours. What is this? Mylene has the best jokes.
She has the
Best
best
dad
dad
jokes.
jokes. So one of the things we like to do when we're in line waiting for a ride,
Yeah.
you know, sometimes you're waiting 20, 30 minutes, sometimes longer. And so I'll put Mylene on, and I'll be like, Mylene, tell us some jokes, you know, get the chat involved. Let's do something other than stare at this same wall that we're going to stare at for the next 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And so Mylene, you know, she just put in there, I love scaring you guys. It's funny to me. There's been a few times people have said she scared me.
Oh no. Well, I hope you don't move out of the area. I only got to meet you at the Skipper's Canteen for a couple of minutes when we were having that little birthday party for Dawn from the Hitchhiking Bones.
Yeah, that was awesome.
But I guess whenever you're back, you'll be doing as much as you can. But with the times being the way they are right now, you just got to go for whatever works out the best, right?
Yeah, I mean,
now.
and who knows? I mean, it definitely could be something that doesn't, that part doesn't work out, and then we'll just continue this, because if I stay here in Central Florida in another year, I plan on having at least 2 live shows scheduled throughout the week,
right.
that are something that are planned and scheduled, that people can always count on. And then I love doing vlogs. I like, that editing part and doing that. It takes a while for me. I'm still a novice at it, so I'm still learning, but I like getting in there and doing creative things when it comes to that. So vlogs will always be a part of what I do.
Vlogs are great.
Have a good one, Krista.
I have to say, I love editing too. I was talking to Walt about that last night, but I'm too much of a perfectionist, and so I edit the daylight side of stuff. And it's been so thrilling lately for me to just do a lot of live stuff, and it's up, and I'm doing more content. But I think I've gone too far in that direction because that's all I'm doing now.
Uh-huh.
So, and I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to do stuff. I guess I'm about to announce that for Vlogmas. The 25 days, or some people do 31. Some people will do something every day for 12 days before and up till Christmas. I'd like to do something like that, but that's a lot.
My wife heard the term Vlogmas the other day, and she goes, "What's that?" And I said, "It's where people do they release a vlog every day of December going up to Christmas." And then she goes, "Oh, you need to do that." I was like,
"You know how much work that is? That's a lot of work, man." Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not everybody does some huge, Apocalypse Now masterpiece. A lot of people I've heard will do, 6-7 minute videos each day. And I mean, I think the thing that I don't want to do, I don't mind doing shorter videos, but I want them to be good. I don't want the quality to suffer because I'm just trying to fling some stuff out every day.
I agree. And then at the same time, the future me, once you get monetized, every video on your channel that's over 10 minutes gets monetized. If it's not over 10 minutes, then
That's true.
Then you're shortchanging yourself.
Yeah.
To me, I threw a couple out. I think I have one that's like 7 minutes recently, and I have another one that was 10 minutes, and I was like, that 10-minute video felt like a 5-minute video. It just felt short. I'm definitely going to get some more out. You know, like today I did a Sanaa restaurant review for lunch. I should have planned better because I wanted a steak, and their main difference between lunch and dinner is you can't get the steak for lunch. You get a burger.
Right. Hey, Mar in Memphis, you tried Vlogmas last year, not trying again. Was it just too much and you couldn't keep up with it? Let's see. Mouse Talk. Over 10 minutes just means they'll add ads in the middle. You still get ads at the beginning, so you'll still make money if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Mylene just subscribed. Thank you so much, young lady. Thanks a lot. What does she have on her face in that picture? Is that like
it's a filter.
tattoos,
I don't know
stickers?
what's in it. They're butterflies. It's those like Snapchat filters or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, I don't know. I hope you stay in the area just because I'm selfish and I want to meet you some more. But who knows? Who knows? I mean, nobody knows.
Yeah.
But this has been a lot of fun, and I'm trying to keep it to sort of like an hour. I could talk to you you're a very interesting guy. I could talk to you for like probably 20 hours, just sitting in some restaurant in Magic Kingdom until they close. But thank you, VP, for coming on. And
thank you for having me.
Maybe I'll see you on Wednesday on the Mickey Bunch if Kelly wants me to be there. But in the meantime, have a nice few days smelling that. She's just marinating the turkey. She's not cooking it, right?
Yeah, no. The turkey the turkey gets marinated for a few days. So she's making the marinade now. She's gonna slap it on there, and then because we don't have 2 fridges, we're actually gonna leave and go take one over to my parents' house so that they can put it in their other fridge.
Ah, nice. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone from both of us and from Mar. It looks like Mar was basically saying, in response to my question for Vlogmas, she got behind and she had to catch up because she doesn't live near Disney, so it's hard to have content. So,
Mar, you can make a set of ears every day.
There you go.
That.
I would watch that.
I don't know if you make ears, but if you don't, that would even be more fun.
Oh my gosh. Well, VP, thanks one more time. And anything you want to say about your channel to the folks before we sign out?
Hey, come check us out. We have a lot of fun. The family is getting more involved now, so definitely come check us out. It's always a blast. And, thank you all for the support.
Thank you guys for tuning in and for liking us and subscribing to us. Come back and see us. We'll see you real soon. Why? Because we both like you. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Have a good night. Bye, chat.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.